Here's my reasons why I believe we are in the biblical end times. I'm not going to dive in deep on every reason, but this video is to point out the multiple reasons why I believe we are living in the last seconds of the end times. Now, before I begin, remember this is my personal opinion. It is speculation and for entertainment purposes. So with that, let's begin. Reason number one, Israel becoming a nation again in 1948. Now, I understand some people will not agree with this, but that prophetic event kick-started the fig tree prophecy, which is found in Matthew 24 and Luke 21. The rebirth of Israel is completely necessary for Jesus to come back and reign on the throne of David in Jerusalem. Reason number two, wars and rumors of wars found in Matthew 24. I understand there's been wars and rumors of wars for thousands of years, but World War I and World War II really showed the times that we are in right now. For the first time ever, you have the entire world at war. And then with World War II, you have the precursor, or you have a typology of the future tribulation with the hatred towards the Jews. Now, I understand, Jesus did say that the wars and rumors of wars was just the beginning signs of the end times, but that was 100 years ago with World War I and World War II. But right now, we can see on the world stage how World War III is at the door. Not to mention how we have armies surrounding Israel. And we are told in Luke 21, when you see these signs of armies surrounding Israel, to look up, for our redemption draws near. Reason number three, the immorality in the world mirrors the times of Noah and the times of Lot back in Sodom and Gomorrah. I mean, we live in a world where an entire month is dedicated to the first sin that Satan committed that brought death into the world. Let that sink in for a second. The secular world is proud of their sin and immorality. As we see in Matthew 24:37, for just as the days of Noah were, so the coming of the Son of Man will be. For as in those days before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered the ark. And they did not understand until the flood came and took them all away. So will the coming of the Son of Man be. Now, I also have my own fringe conspiracy theory ideas here, how in the days of Noah, you had the Nephilim and they were messing with genetics. And likewise, right now, we have a world where individuals are messing with genetics. Reason number four, lukewarm, Laodicean, worldly believers. Right now, it is clear that we are living in the times of Laodicea in Revelation chapter 3, that is the worldly church. Now, Laodicea was a real church back in Turkey, but it also symbolizes a church age, which we are in right now. The last one, the worldly church that is self-deceived, thinking that they are spiritually healthy because of their physical prosperity, but in reality, they are spiritually poor and naked. And we can see that right now in Christendom as a whole, the prosperity gospel and individuals wanting to live their best life now, using God as a genie or as a co-pilot instead of focusing on him and submitting our lives to him in every way. We just want to use him as an addition to our life. Again, to bring physical prosperity. It's worldliness. And this also fulfills the prophecy that in the latter times, people will fall away from the faith, being deceived by doctrines of demons. Whether it's a false work-based gospel, a cult, or antinomianism, people are falling away right now in these end times to doctrines of demons. Reason number five, the push for a global government. We are currently living in the fourth beast era of Daniel's prophecy that we are under the Roman Empire, the two different legs. One leg is in the Western world with Europe, the other leg is in Russia. Now, prophetically, the Western leg will defeat the Eastern leg, but this will then create a one world government. And you can see the push and build up for this with the UN. And this one world government is the beast system that will be used by the Antichrist. Now, reason number six comes right after reason number five of the one world government, one world currency. We have the push for a CBDC. We have other currencies collapsing right now in the world. This will then be pushed towards the mark of the beast, where you will not be able to buy, sell, or trade without having the mark. Whatever this digital currency is in the future, they will be able to track you and they will control if you are able to buy or sell, which will also be tied to the one world government that is being built right now. Reason number seven, climate change. Now, whether you believe in how climate change is coming about, the climate is clearly doing some weird things with the weather, the storms, and everything. We are seeing this trend uptick. And this whole topic of climate change will be used by the Antichrist, the one world government, to control everybody. Which ties into reason number 8, which is a one world religion that will piggyback off of the one world government and climate change. Because this one world religion will tie back into Mother Goddess worship, Gaia worship, paganism, that we are killing Mother Earth and we need to allow her to thrive and live, and we need to worship her. And this will also tie all the world religions together, going back to the ancient mystery Babylonian religions that will tie in all the world religions together, trying to tell you that there's many ways to God. And it's all about love, and God is within. And we need to channel our higher self, a higher frequency, to save the planet, to save Mother Earth. And this will tie into reason number 9 with the whole alien deception, which is nothing more than a fallen angel deception where they will disguise themselves as these entities that evolved from us to then come teach us how to ascend, to teach us how to ascend to a higher vibration, to save the planet, and to disprove Christianity. And those who uphold to Jesus are holding back the world from ascending to a higher vibration. And this is how they will disguise the rapture. They will tell the public that those people who were taken were holding back humanity. Reason number 10, the lawlessness abounding. We see in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 how the restrainer will be removed for the lawless one to be revealed. I believe that the restrainer is the Holy Spirit indwelt church, and we are the ones through the Holy Spirit holding back the lawlessness. And we can see right now the cracking, right? We are the salt of the earth. But what happens when the salt of the earth loses its saltiness? Things start to decay, because salt is meant to preserve decay. Well, right now we are witnessing that during this time of Laodicea, where the church is ineffective and the lawlessness is growing. And we are coming to the fullness of the Gentiles found in Romans chapter 11, where the restrainer will be removed, the salt will be removed from the earth, and the lawlessness will grow exponentially. But we are witnessing the cracks in the lawlessness spirit growing right now. Reason number 11, the love of many growing cold that Jesus warned us about in Matthew 24. And you can see that everywhere where people are growing cold towards each other, they're not caring about other individuals, which piggybacks off of the lawlessness abounding. Now, reason number 12 is AI technology and surveillance that will be used for the beast system. The AI and technology will be used by the Antichrist to mimic omnipotence and omnipresence, because he will have his eyes everywhere through the internet, connecting to individuals who take the mark, and surveillance. Because we need to remember, Satan, the Antichrist, is not omnipotent or omnipresent, but through technology and AI, he will be able to mock an attribute of God. And this also ties in with transhumanism and the Internet of Things, mixing man with machine. Reason number 13 is that we are at the end of the 6,000 years that God has given to mankind. For 1,000 years is a day to the Lord, and he has given mankind 6 days, 6,000 years, and we are coming up at the end of that last day, going into the 7th day, which is the day of the Lord. And my final reason is the acceleration and the growth of the anti-Semitic spirit poured out right now upon the earth. Now, each reason I spoke about is like a puzzle piece. On its own, it proves absolutely nothing. But when you connect all the reasons and all the puzzle pieces together, it makes a picture. And this is my short, condensed list of reasons why I believe that we are living in the last seconds of the end times. So with that, guys, you can believe whatever you want. I love you all so much. God bless. And remember, focus your eyes upon Jesus, for he is the author and the perfecter of our faith. And we keep our eyes looking up, for our redemption draws near. God bless. And remember, the just shall live by faith.